Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Zuma. So in today's video, I want to speak about this South African lady. Her name is Jecinta. No, I have to say her last name correctly. Jecinta Ngobese Zuma. This is our sister. I call her our sister because we were raised from a very young age, raised to see our fellow Africans as our brothers and sisters, especially South Africa, because of what was happening in South Africa. Nigerian freedom fighters spoke about our brothers and sisters in South Africa that were being oppressed. Majek Fashek sang about South Africa. Sonny Okosu sang about South Africa. We grew up from a very young age in class, in schools, at homes, on the streets, being informed about our brothers and sisters in South Africa. So, I would say she's our sister. Now, this our sister, Jecinta, has basically declared war on other Africans in South Africa. And I always hear Nigeria in her mouth. So I just say, let me just look a bit into her, because let me tell you, the first thing that came to my mind when I saw her, she brought back so much memory of when I was new abroad. I chop Aduro, and I remember the first time after my long journey, I made a video which I shared about entering abroad from backyard. I won't be the only one. I'm not the first, I'm not the last, right? I'm talking about over 20 years ago. After all the journey, backyard journey, to finally get to, where I was being housed and got to this accommodation, I was like, okay, finally I can rest. I was pregnant and I had a little child in my arm. Got to this accommodation and they showed me where I would stay. I would let you guys know where I'm going with this. It was a 2-bedroom apartment. I was supposed to be in one of the rooms with my child. And then they told me there's another lady in the other room. She has a child as well. And they thought, the accommodation manager thought, they are fellow Africans. I was happy. I was relieved. The place was warm and the place was nice after all this journey. I was happy. I entered my room with my child. I was trying to settle in. She arrived. So we're supposed to share sitting room and kitchen and the bathroom. But we have our own separate rooms. And that's one of the best accommodations you can get. And she arrived. And I was happy to meet her. I came out, my fellow African. I was very happy. Finally, I have a space. I can call my space. At least the room is my space. We were not in a camp, like under the tent, like some people find themselves when they do backyard travel. And I was like, yeah, I felt comfortable. Yeah, my fellow African. And this lady came out. Hopefully she comes across this video. And when I met her, I was so happy. I was all smiley, trying to, the way she looked at me and she said,
I know damn shortly. I know damn shortly. I know damn shortly. Best accommodation in the deal. Best accommodation in the deal. I know damn shortly. I know damn shortly. I know damn shortly. Best accommodation in the deal. Best accommodation in the deal. Beautiful home. I know damn shortly. I know damn shortly. We pick you up from the airport. I know damn shortly. We show you around town. I know damn shortly. We got you. I know damn shortly. I know damn shortly. I know damn shortly. I know damn shortly. Best accommodation in the deal. Check in, check out, check out, check. Loyalty and royalty, best of the best. Other hosts stay under duress. Charlotte's under stress. Say less.
The way she looked at me and she said, where are you from? And I said, I'm a Nigerian. She didn't say anything. The next day, the accommodation manager came to me and told me he was going to move me. He didn't tell me why. But I see at that point, I was tired. I didn't care. I just want a roof over my head. I didn't care. And I left. And they took me to another accommodation. And it was a Nigerian that they now put me with. So the Nigerian arrived and I was like, oh, I introduced myself. I was like, oh, I was actually somewhere else. They moved me. She went, wait a minute. She said she was at the office of the... She said she was at the office of the accommodation manager. She went there for something and this South African lady came there shouting and giving out and angry and said that she would not share accommodation with a Nigerian. I was moved because my fellow African says she cannot share accommodation with a Nigerian. I thought to myself, why? It made no sense to me. But I was moved. A South African. She left her country. I left my country. All of us define road. And the audacity. The manager moved me. You know, some people will be like, you shouldn't have moved. But at the end of the day, I was tired. It's been a long journey for me to get to where I was. To be honest, if it was today, I would have insisted that she should be moved. The audacity to leave your country, to come to another country, I think, but the manager did the right thing for peace to reign. You know, she was there longer than I, you know, they moved me for peace to reign. And then guess what? And then I found out that she was with a Nigerian man. Apparently the man dumped her. Her daughter's name was Shade. Yeah, Shade. I never forgot that story. I'm talking about over 20 years ago. Her daughter would have been about 2-year-old or 1-year-old. So maybe by now her daughter should be about 25, 26. Yeah, Shade. Hopefully, yeah, Shade, you're watching this. Remember me. Remember me. Okay. I hope you're doing well. How is Shade? Going back to what I was saying, when I saw this Jecinta, I got that vibe. And then, guess what? I saw a video where this Jecinta said,
apparently because I dated a Nigerian who broke my heart. I want you to know something, ne? And I want you, when you think of the name Jecinta, to think about this.
She was dumped by her Nigerian boyfriend. And like I said, something in me kept on remembering my story of Iyashade. Iyashade hated Nigerian woman, just young lady. I was like 23, 24, something like that. Young mother with a little child. And I was pregnant. So mean. A fellow African. And we speak about racism. I said I was getting that vibe until I now started looking into this Jecinta and found out that she's a Iyashade part 2. She had a bad experience. So because a Nigerian man dumped you, you now hate Nigerians. Not all of us don't, sorry. I want to be professional. I have a weight loss program in case you're coming across this and you want to sign up. I'm going to put the link in the description box and in the comment section. And if you want to Google it, it's healthyweightloss.com, because it's not just about losing weight, but losing it in a healthy way. It's important. Be careful. I've been saying it. I've been doing this disclaimer. If you do not have the discipline to stop when you reach the ideal weight, please do not do it, because you're going to lose too much weight. You don't have to starve. You don't have to go to the gym. It will blow your mind. So it's healthyweightloss.com. That is my website. Not all of us dump you. That hatred made no sense. I want to make another video because I don't like when one video is too long. Jecinta, remember these borders that you're screaming about. All these borders. Let's not forget that the borders were created by your colonial masters. Africans had no borders. We had no borders until your colonial masters came and put borders. And now you're obeying the borders that your colonial masters created. Look at Europe. They are opening their borders and making themselves bigger and bigger every day. That's why they are now using one currency, euro. adding more countries to themselves. We say in Nigeria, I don't know what country you come from, we have something we call broom. They say if you take one you want to break, it's very easy to break. But when you put it in the bunch, in the right order, you can't break it. People are stronger when they are united. They came and they split us up as they liked. And then we, or people like Jecinta, are foolishly enforcing these borders, while Europe, they are opening up their own and making themselves more united. We are choosing to be more divided. And as you continue in this, your pettiness and childishness of not recognizing the fact that we as Africans are supposed to be one, as you continue, don't forget that, at least Nigeria, we're able to get rid of our colonial masters. But today, I was watching the other day and I saw this guy, Malema, and I saw the High Court judge. To be honest, I was surprised when I saw that the court judge is a white woman. I'm just saying that I'm surprised. Because like in Nigeria, we don't have, because we're able to, get our country back. We have our issues, we can't deny it. But at least we're able to get rid of our colonial masters. Today, go to South Africa and see white people in control. When I say in control, they are and I'm like, you're welcome. No problem. Let me tell you guys, it's okay. White people, black, white, whatever, migration, all of that. I have no issues with that. Where I have an issue is where the white person is more welcomed in your country than your fellow African. Simply because a colonial master came and told you that is a border. And today, after they are gone, you are still honoring their rules. The borders, artificial borders they created. And you don't see the foolishness in it. That is sad. That is very sad. To come on the street and I'm watching videos, they are attacking their fellow black people. They went to a school and said children of other fellow African countries cannot attend their schools. Can you imagine that? Okay, by the way, let's not forget, it's not all South Africans. You see in this one now, I'm addressing Jecinta. There are some South Africans that are coming out and saying they don't support this nonsense going on. A lot of South Africans that are doing it. So let's not forget that. But I want to speak to people like Jecinta. I saw videos in your country, whites, Chinese, and other people, other foreigners are coming into your country and they are very comfortable. They sit in luxury in all these hotels and you guys come and you are the servants. You're the one singing to entertain them. You are the one at the bottom. Your fellow African man, African woman, you call them enemies. So I want to say this. For people like Jecinta, as you're kicking other Africans out of your country, are you inviting South Africans that are in all these African countries to come back home? Oh, no. Really? Are you inviting them to come back home? No, you're not. So it's okay for your fellow South Africans to go to other African countries and feel at home, but not okay for other African countries to enter your country. And I'm so proud. To be honest, let me speak for Nigeria because it's not only Nigerians that they are attacking. But I'm proud that in spite of everything, Nigerians have not run into the streets to go and look for South Africans to attack or to go attack Nigeria, to go attack South African businesses. To date, I'm not coming here to say we're perfect. We have our issues. We get. But at least we've been matured enough that in spite of everything we see you guys doing to our people in your country, we have not even thought of retaliation. That's wisdom. That is maturity. That is acknowledging that is unnecessary. And after that, I will end with this. Dear Mwanemwai Jecinta, remember, the border you want to kick your fellow Africans out through and close after you have kicked them out. Remember that those borders were created by your colonial masters. Guess what? I bet you that they're very proud of you for continuing from where they stopped. As always, this is my opinion about the story. And as always, whatever your opinions are, please leave them in the comment section below. And I want to say this, you're watching this video and you have a message for Jecinta. Can you please leave it in the comment section below? Jecinta, I'm calling her name the way she calls it. Jecinta, you have a message for her. Please leave it in the comment section below and address it. Dear Jecinta, sorry. Dear Jecinta, leave them in the comment section below. With that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye. Coming across me for the first time and you do not know, my name is Zuma. I'm a Nigerian that lived abroad for many years and visited Nigeria for the first time in a long time and fell in love with Nigeria and shared my Jakarta story. And as we speak, I now own a shortlet and I'm very close to the airport. If you're coming into Nigeria, you need somewhere to stay, contact me, the number on the screen. If you want to stay in my shortlet, it's going to be the cleanest shortlet you've ever been in. I'm not bragging, it's a statement of fact. There are people that have booked me. They actually have houses in Lagos, but when they landed, maybe it's 11 at night or 12 at night or too late at night, they don't want to go home that night. They want to stay in my shortlet because I'm close to the airport, and then they go home in the morning. You understand? So we actually also help people to organize airport pickups. And why that is good is this: the fact that I know who I sent to go pick you up. I wouldn't send someone that I do not trust, you understand, or someone that I feel like is not traceable. So this is the estate where my shortlet is. Guys, I'm telling you guys, especially Nigerians abroad that have this terrible image of Nigeria. Not all, some people. So when some of them have come to stay in my shortlet, they're like, wow. They're like, this will even fly pass abroad. You understand? So it's important. Not just choose any shortlet. Make sure you choose a shortlet in a nice neighborhood, in a safe neighborhood, in a clean neighborhood. No all this lousy, noisy neighborhood. Very peaceful neighborhood. In this estate, you can go for a walk even at night if you want, because it is that safe. There are actually a lot of foreigners that stay in this estate, and you see them walking around comfortably. Contact our WhatsApp number now to book. I have a weight loss program in case you're coming across this and you want to sign up. I'm going to put the link in the description box and in the comment section, and if you want to Google it, it's SummerAkuHealthyWeightLoss.com, because it's not just about losing weight but losing it in a healthy way. It's important. Be careful. I've been saying it, I've been doing this disclaimer. If you do not have the discipline to stop when you reach the ideal weight, please do not do it, because you're going to lose too much weight. You don't have to starve, you don't have to go to the gym. It will blow your mind. So it's SummerAkuHealthyWeightLoss.com. That is my website.
I know that I'm shortlist. I know that I'm shortlist. I know that I'm shortlist. Best accommodation in Nigeria. Best accommodation in Nigeria. I know that I'm shortlist. I know that I'm shortlist. I know that I'm shortlist. Best accommodation in Nigeria. Best accommodation in Nigeria. Beautiful home. I know that I'm shortlist. I know that I'm shortlist. We pick you up from the airport. I know that I'm shortlist. We show you around town. I know that I'm shortlist. Yeah, we got you. I know that I'm shortlist. 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 Best accommodation in Nigeria. Check in, check out, check out, check. Loyalty and royalty, best of the best. Other hosts stay under duress. Charlotte's under stress. Say less. I know that I'm shortlist. I know that I'm shortlist. I know that I'm shortlist. It's not just a shortlet. It's a lifestyle, you go to get all of the best. Yeah. I know that I'm shortlets. The best place for shortlets in Nigeria. You know you can't afford to miss this criteria. If you they come from the airport, they go they carry you from the airport. Then you can stay in a resort. I know you want to relax and unwind. When you enter Nigeria, you they look for a nice place to sleep. Just look out for another shortlet. Another shortlet. Another shortlet. Another shortlet. It's not just a shortlet. It's a all of the best. Yeah. I know damn shortlets, the best place for shortlets in Nigeria. You know you can't afford to miss this criteria. If you they come from the airport, they go they carry you from the airport. Then you can stay in a resort. I know you want to relax and unwind. When you enter Nigeria, you they look for a nice place to sleep. Just look out for another shortlets. Another shortlet. Another shortlet.
Another shortlet. The place to be. Thank you for choosing us. I just wanna say thank you.